last time I was playing, I was sick, and like I'm still not 100%, but like I was out of it last time. We sent a caravan out. We did the jade trade for the plasteel. I culled off some of the animals. I almost enclosed the storage, Minwick, and we called in traders at Dryden, but they haven't arrived yet. And I was filling up transport pods, but I want to make more transport pods. Viper's confused. Give me a second. Let me get my notes a little bit smaller. So yeah, I've got like 2 caravans coming in, I think here. I think I called it for here. Anyway, it's fine. I did a count up on all the animals and shit, and yeah, we're slowly replacing all the, like, what do you call it, like the non-hauling animals with hauling animals, so that'd be good. Also, give it a hot minute. It's just having a bit of a stroke getting back in, but I'm gonna make more transport pods and stuff. Nice colony, thank you. This is Dryden. So this is our 3rd location, I think. I'm slowly dismantling and packing it down at the moment so that we can move. We've got our 4th location already, but I've got a lot of resources here, so kind of like I'm gonna take a lot of stuff, but like a lot of things like, you know, turrets and shit, I'm not gonna take those and leave those behind. But this is our new location, and I think I have a door or something open somewhere because they're bringing all the animals in. Either that or I have a caravan going on. One of the two. If they bring them all in here, it's not really an issue. I'll sort them out in a few minutes. But this is the new location we're moving to. And yeah, it's still in the process of getting built at the moment. So like I've got like housing and stuff that isn't built. I've got like, you know, a establishment over here that hasn't been built and stuff. I ended up changing my mind on a few things and how they are, but I think this is still really cold. Yeah, it's still really cold here. It's coming into spring. I was just looking at like, this looks like it's like foggy or light snowy. Is it snowing? Yeah, it's snowing. Okay, it's got gentle snow. That's why it's so pale. Got it. I was gonna say, I'm like, not sure about that, but yeah, at the moment they're kind of like, I'm guessing I must have something open for them to be bringing everything in, but it's good because if they happen to bring in all of the hauling animals, I can make them drop all their gear and then we can get that shit off them, so that'd be neat. But it's not saying that that's open, so it must be somewhere up here. I realized that apparently the solar panels don't count as a solid for the animals. They haven't really just been somewhere before. I don't know where you're going to get stuff, but yeah, anyway, so I had to put this extra line up back here, which is kind of annoying because it's a little bit closer to the turrets than I want them to be, but it's fine. So as a result of that, I think they're trying to bring all the animals inside, because I think this top area is technically sealed, except for down over here somewhere. Maybe it does. No, it shouldn't count that as sealed yet. This should still be open, so I think they're just trying to bring it down into here. I don't know. Maybe this part is counting as sealed and they're just like trying to bring them around. Anywho, if they bring them in, I can offload them. It'd be a bit faster. That'd be good. I also want to sort out where my animals are going and stuff. Also, I forgot to put the pin up. Hold on. There's new emotes I made over the weekend, and I actually, hold on, let me pin that. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a chance for the emotes to have Christmas hats on them too. But yeah, anyway, I had a reference image of the cats in my colony, and they were like right here doing like a little smooch thing, and I was like, I wonder if I can recreate that. I think it's these two specifically. If it is, it's Xena, the old original one, and whoever else. Who are you? You're Cat 14. Yeah, it's probably them because they're moving in like tandem. But yeah, I got a screenshot of that there. That's where the little cat smooching one came from. So that was neat. Wasn't too hard to recreate that. It was actually quite fun. But now we've got like the rave cat and the techno horse. So it's great. But yeah, anyway. So I didn't get to do a lot of stuff last week because I was so mentally out of it because of my cold. So we just kind of like plodded on sort of thing. Also, I realized that they bring every animal in here. They're all going to want the food. Again, not a big issue. We have like, well, what do we got? We don't have much in the way in storage, but we do have 3,400 simple meals for my people, so we're pretty good. We've got 4,000 pemmican. That should be the limit, actually. I'm seeing creatures in here that I can get stuff dropped off. Was that everyone? Maybe. Anyway, before I forget, because it's going to take most of the night, this place is raining, I want to make a bunch of transport pods. Because we really, really need to send the rest of everything over here. And I worked out, I think it's 120 something transport pods or something I will need to send over just all of the steel. And I think I've only got like 20, which is going to take us a lot. So I'm just going to build a few. I kind of wanted to do it like that, but this will be fine. I want to build a few up near the door. Oh, if I had staggered that first one better. Either way, that's going to block the door. That one won't. Okay, that's on the flip side. This isn't going to be perfect, but you know what I should do is I should do it like that. Hold on. Oh, I've lost the little area of crops. This is fine. Put it like that. I'll put 3 to each door. I've already got like a few down the other way. That's right. This does it this side. It's fine. I'll come back to this. That one's an easy enough fix. This side though. What have we got going with this? Yeah, no, that was stacked nicely. So the reason why I want to add in a bunch more, I realize it doesn't take my people much to make this. And I know before we were really limited by chem fuel, but I have, where'd my wood go? I know I don't have a lot of excess wood here, but I do have a caravan on the way with a shit ton of wood that's going to do the fuel. We got the 5,000 wood coming in. And are you going out? You're going out? Okay, so we've only got the 2 caravans outside. I'm not going to shred these fuckers up. They're just going to deteriorate out here. I don't need more steel. I'm pretty sure I've got all of my deep drills up at the moment. Really sure I don't have any still in the ground. But this is all empty. I've got to take out the extra lights, actually. Hold on. We don't need the extra lights in here. I might just get rid of them. I know it's going to turn into more steel, but it's fine. Like, I don't need any of this stuff. I could deconstruct the air conditioner, but I won't. We've got a caravan planning to go out of here. I don't know what's in the caravan. I can't remember. I made this while I was sick, so good on me. I have beds, steel, food. Not a lot of steel in that. Okay, yeah, I realized that it's going to take me forever and a day to get the steel out of here. And I have a lot of it. But I also have like a shit ton of boomalopes now. Not necessarily here, but over here. I have a shit ton of boomalopes, right? And I've got a lot of chem fuel. And I wouldn't mind sending a pod. That was supposed to go to... Yeah, I guess we'll just send it back over. I'm trying to give myself excess food for the journeys because I don't have a lot. So let's just chuck that in there. It'll break the roof, but it's fine. When that one's done, I'll get them to make new ones. Can you auto rebuild those, please? When it's done, I'll probably send one with a heap of chem fuel back over. and possibly some fuel because I've got a shit ton of fuel here. I was also thinking I could make a biofuel thing here. I haven't done it yet, but it would be well and truly more efficient for me to just send myself a shit ton of fuel if it fits. And that way I can send back a shit ton of heavy resources. So, that's right. I wanted to get rid of the light in here. Well, I don't want to get rid of it. I just want to move it just a little bit. Chimpanzee mate, what are you doing? You're going off to rest. In the morning, can you come back and move that for me? So I can put a biofuel thing there. And this is almost enclosed, which is great. Is that the new chem fuel spot? Yes. Okay. If that's the case, I'll get you guys to move that out of there. Please tell me this doesn't allow chem fuel. Okay, it doesn't. Somebody's just dropped one. They must have been taking it to that. That's fine. We will get that the fuck out of there. Then we'll get this built. I think I've still got to mine out this little corner here. And I want to rearrange my colony a little bit to stop having the guinea pigs getting in everywhere. So, oh, look at all the animals going to bed. Oh, this is different. Like, normally you just see them go a straight line down and around the place, but this is neat. I like this. Once we smooth out this corner, it's going to be like down and up. Because they're going to all these beds down here. Dorsbury's having a tantrum. That's fine, mate. Yeah, if I could... What have you guys got on you? If you've just got like miscellaneous stuff, I'll just check them a case-by-case scenario. Because if they've got food, I don't want them to drop the food because it will start to perish, right? But if they've only got metal, they'll just drop whatever metal they've got. Like, I don't want them to drop that bed. Oh, the RimWorld music is soothing. It's just like the greatest thing. Alright. They'll drop that. You guys are fine. Ah, the procession of ducks and chickens. We also sorted out the animal situation with the 2 locations and how many animals we have. Trying to keep on top of making sure everybody's training up the panthers because they're supposed to be doing our hauling. Boomalopes, fine. Thank you for follow, NoCom. Welcome in. Yeah, I had to cull out a whole bunch of creatures from Dryden and airpod all the baby animals over to Minwick. This is Minwick, this location. Oh, that's me, by the way. I've name and game. So, yeah, I might walk into your game somewhere. Holy crap. Thank you for the Prime sub. I'm kind of stunned. Thank you. Didn't have to do that. But, yeah, appreciate it. Sorry, I'm also trying to stretch my back real discreetly and I'm not doing a good job of it because it hurts. So, I'm trying to appreciate and stretch at the same time. Multitasking. It likes to happily run separately. Hugs sits aside, snuggling 3 wolf flushes. No. Give you some ruffles, Viking. What are you doing? I'm gonna put a couple more. I haven't put lights in here yet, but I'm gonna do it. I wasn't quite sure where I want to put it. Maybe on that side. Yeah, what are you doing today, Viking? And NoCom as well. I kind of want to put this on both sides. I know it's going to be too much light and it's excessive, but because it's like a mirror circle, oh no, the blood flow to my back is returning and it is amazing. Sorry. I must have stretched it out really good then, because that's just like, yeah, it feels better. Oh, I'm glad I did that. We're still building lights in here. I'm going for purple this time because we got the light blues and stuff there, but we got the purpley blue, dark blue here. I think I'm missing a few lights, but it's fine. Dorsbury, mate. I hope that's... Oh, good, it's your room. I was going to say, I'm like, that better be your room, mate. Alright, well, Let's see if I can find somebody over here that's awake that could possibly do some construction stuff, because I don't think I've got many people here that can do construction. It's going to be better off if I go find who can do construction. Borrow, Vincent, Stone. Yeah, Stone's up there. Alright, well, when you guys are awake, I would like you guys to try to work on a couple of these. Because... oh, somebody's already kind of working on them. Neat. I'm not sure who's out here working on it, but I'm happy that somebody is. I don't know, we've already got Vincent. Grab me Stone. Because the only reason why I want to ask him to work on it is I'm not actually sure how many pods I've got. I've got 6. I estimated I had 20. I've got 34. Okay, hold on. If I've got 34 launches plus, what are we adding in here? We'll have 46. 46 is a pretty good number for this. So what are we looking at here? Give me a calculator. Where'd you go? We have, what is this? 34, 34, 2. So 34, 34, 2. Steel divide by 300 per pod. It's going to take 114 pods to get that steel out. Divide that by, what was it, 46? Divide by 46. It's going to take at least maybe almost 3 rounds of pods to get the steel the fuck out of here. Which isn't bad. That's actually not that bad. I just have a lot of other light resources I'd like to send too. So if it saves me an extra caravan, I also need to send some of the slate for walls, but you know, or fences or whatever. We'll get there. I'm happily smiling, receiving ruffles. Mostly I don't use Twitch that much, so I usually don't care where Prime Sub goes, but your colony really impressed me, so you earned it. Oh, thank you. That's really cool. Yeah, no, this colony is Asora. I've been playing this particular colony for over 2.5 years at this point. This is our 3rd location, and this is our 4th location. We're slowly like taking an army of 250 people across the world to land in ship quest. It's taking a while, and we've had like some colossal setbacks and shit. So yeah, like the landed ship quest is like up here. So it's still quite a ways to go, but we're working on it. Like these two look like they're really close, my settlements, but they're not that close because they have to walk all the way around this to get there. So it's actually quite a lot further. I was going to just build something on like the side of here and transport pod it, like most of my colony out, but I am still transport podding. That's why it's still within range. But we started down, here. This is where we started. This location was Salvation. This is our first place. So if I zoom out, we have gone quite a long way, because that's where we are now, and that's where we started. So yeah, we've made it quite far so far. It's taken a long time, but we went from there to here. We made a huge jump the first time. That location was Quillen. And we had a massive, almost game-breaking event where my game updated to 1.5 and the tile glitched out. And we'd just moved in. I'd just culled out all of my transporting animals and stuff, and I had to emergency evacuate the colony out of there and basically abandon everything that we had got there. And my people, we were just dealing with so many glitches, and I didn't know that they were unpacking the caravan as they're packing it and stuff like that. So we ended up leaving without food, and we moved up to here. And this was quite a lot longer journey than it looks because of all the hills and shit. Like, I didn't know that they could only get through this little bit over here. That was the only gap that they could get in. And then this was going to slow them down by about an extra week through here. So by the time everybody arrived, they were so upset. And we had like about probably 3 months solid real world time of the colony just non-stop tantruming. Like they did dumb shit. Like they broke the only geothermal generator that we had that was connected to like a food area in winter. So we almost lost food production and almost killed the colony. Which, as you can see, is when we had the really massive dip. But yeah, it's been a struggle to get them stable here before we're able to actually get to a point where they're thriving and can move and shit. Hey, Captain Siege, welcome in. Rim indeed. It's definitely rimworlding. But yeah, once we got them stable here, like it took a while. We started moving back in, I think it was July. It took like a while for them to move up here and then start building and stuff. I sent all of my original colonists over here, and then I've been progressively sending the type of colonists that I need for like either construction or farming or food production or hauling or whatever. And I've now got to a point where the majority of my animals are here. Only my hauling animals are still coming, and I'm still sending resources at the moment. So that's kind of what's been going on with this colony so far. It's taken quite a long time, and I'm getting to a point where I would like them to finalize this location soon. Like, I'm going to abandon my crops. I'm going to abandon all my turrets. I'm going to abandon the structures, all the walls. Probably a lot of the solar and the wind turbines and stuff like that. I'm probably going to leave that all here. But what I am trying to take out is like infrastructure stuff that I've built, like, you know, beds and tables and anything that I can send to sell. Or send to make my allies happy, I will do. And then, yeah, I'm also trying to set up the new location at the same time. So, as I said, I'm trying to get them to build a few more transport pods so that we can actually send a decent amount of the resources without having to do... Okay. Without having to do the caravans, you know? I think that just automatically put the steel straight onto the shelf by the look of it. But yeah, it's just taking a while. The other thing too is I had like a shit ton of like spare clothing from my colonists that was junking up all of my inventory. I managed to get like a overhead ship come through, and that was really good because I got to sell out like all this extra shit that I really couldn't otherwise get rid of unless I left it outside and let it like rot. So yeah, at the moment we're going to get this like little pop every so often where I'm trying to get my transport pods here. I don't really mind destroying the roofs and stuff just to get it straight into storage, but I've filled most of these with stuff, and I'm going to send it over. As soon as they're empty, we'll go again. I'm just going to keep sending stuff. So that's probably like a lot of what tonight is going to be. So it's just going to be chill transport pods every so often. Although I don't think we've been attacked for... We haven't been attacked last stream because I was sick. So we're probably due for another one. Yeah, the silver pile should have expired. That's fine. But yeah, I want to get all my my hospital beds over there too. I don't care if I have to send this stuff over in a caravan. Like I've got a caravan that's going out with steel. That's my Muffalo lot. That's what pods arrived. Sweet. I also want to send back, before I forget, I want to send back all of my chem fuel and some wood, so that we can keep sending this. I have a caravan on the way over with wood for Dryden, but it's taking a while. So there we go. Yeah. As long as I can keep filling it up with more and more supplies and stuff and sending it back over, I don't have to waste the time doing caravans. Oh, that had baby yaks in it. Oh, well, they're in storage now, I guess. They kind of look like they want to leave this room, which is kind of interesting. I shouldn't have any food. Oh, no, I do have food in here. They might be going for the food. I thought... Lol. My god, there was 5 of them in that. That's actually spectacular. I didn't know I had so many. I didn't realize I was sending over all my baby animals. I saw that one said that was yaks. That was yaks. Is this one as well? That one's cloth. What about these? Plasteel, steel. One of my other pods is ready to go. I know that one's metal. But yeah, I'm just trying to lessen the amount of caravans I have to do. You're just selling 3 wolf flushes. You want so I can tell? No, get your rest if you need to, Vicon. I kind of think I'm going to put those psychoid leaves out in the middle of the field for them to eat. Plus, I have enough steel to keep making this until we can't make them anymore. Like, then I'll dump out all the fuel or whatever and we'll just take it back with us. It'd be fine. That one's got nothing in it. I kind of wanted to put more... I thought about putting the leathers and stuff in this. I know it's light enough. I do have 2 traders coming though. So I might leave that out. Keep packing. See, the other thing too is it's not fully counting all of my steel sometimes. Or my slate. Depending on where the pod is, it's really fucking annoying. Because I've had it where I've got blocks and it will say I've got this. And then it will say I don't have whatever it is. So I do need to send slate. Send a bunch of slate as well. That one, holy shit, is this ready? It's not, but they shouldn't have picked up that. Hold on. Where is this? Oh no, somebody's actively bringing it up. Okay, that will be done soon. Apparently I have a full container of just guns as well coming over, so that's a thing. None of these should have any more animals in it, I hope. None of them should have any food. I don't mind destroying that roof over and over again. I don't care. It's fine. No progress. That one's loading. That one's loading. Alright. So, maybe one of my caravans, transport pods over at Minwick might be ready. Maybe. That one's got nothing. It's loading. I'm also going to send all the gold and silver after I do the trader. I think. Might be the best idea. Alright. So, I know they've got to make these. I would say that we're probably low on components. Is probably the only thing that's slowing us down. Which is fine. Yeah, don't squish Tomboy. I've got plenty of people that can still make components. Working on components in here, so it's fine. We'll make fuel once we can make fuel. Dawsbury has finally collapsed because he was having a tantrum. Recreation deprived. Is it because you came in the caravan? Oh, you're in the caravan too. Okay, well, since you're no longer doing that... Hold on, who's the one that's mentally broken? No, mate. I guess it was him. Dawsbury before. Alright. That's going to take a while. They've got a couple of beds to pack up for that. Now, I do have traders coming in. I do want to sell them these beds if I can. And maybe the deep drills, because honestly, I can't send too many of those at a time. So that might be better. But I also have another cluster of shit ton of animals available too. So I could send another caravan now that I've sent over the extra food to send them back. I just don't have... Oh no, I do have a lot of... We have a lot of rice. Yeah, I could do another caravan. Do I want to pick up the beds first? Maybe. Got that one, and we've got this one's basically pristine. I'd like all the ones out of this, but apart from the fact Cremento's in here, if I could get you guys to uninstall all these, because I don't have the heart monitor things next to them. That's what was loaded. Sweet. What else we got going on? I do need to make the walls storage